look, it's incredible. It's not real. It's a green screen, so this isn't real. It's not actually here. Technology. Hello and welcome to the Miller Report. My name is Simon the Miller Report Miller, an award-winning journalist that has won awards. This is pertinent information today because finally, after years of nonsense, because of course we have to deal with games, we can actually get down to some hard-hitting journalism. And when it comes to hard-hitting journalism, that's when we use our fists. Because fists hit hard. Well, no, that's not true. Instead, it's once again time to call out a giant peon for being a massive schmerl because they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. And as I, Simon the Miller Report Miller, are the greatest human being on the planet, well, I wouldn't be doing my duty if I didn't do this now, would I? What's that? It should have been is the greatest human being. Chuff you, asshole. I make up grammar. But Pewdiepie, what on earth is wrong with you? Now, forget the fact you're a privileged nerd who basically gets to run around on the internet waving their genitalia around and getting paid for it. You're either one of two things. One, you're an idiot, or two, you're a massive bigot. Now, the problem there is that you've added an extra syllable to those last two words. You don't need the ut, because let me tell you this, in life, you should definitely be massive and you should definitely be big. Then you can walk around and tell people, yes, I am a massive big. And let me tell you, that's a huge plus. It's a huge plus to be a massive big. I've basically based my whole life, my whole foundation around it, and I'm a happy chap. Look at this smile. But no, you clearly do need those last two letters on the word big because you are gutter trash. And also, you're really, 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 really thin. Seriously, have you ever eaten a sandwich? Do you even know what bread is? Now, usually, I am not an advocate for bread because it is simple carbohydrates, and that means it's filled with empty calories. However, given that you're a simpleton and clearly empty on the inside, I advise you to go and eat a lot of bread so you stop looking like a giant toothpick. And then maybe, just maybe, you will start to realize that these words you're using are words you shouldn't use. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Are you still smoking? Are you still going up to all your friends, puffing away on 8 cigarettes? Because you think they're gonna go, oh, here he comes, Pewdiepie. And here he is, smoking all his cigarettes. Isn't he really cool? Isn't he some kind of badass? He's so awesome because he's ingesting death air. Oh, how I long to be Pewdiepie and have his complete ignorance towards what a deadlift is. If this is the case, Pewds, I think you need to go out and get help because clearly you have huge self-confidence issues. So maybe you should focus that instead on blurting out things that are both offensive and ill-advised. Anyway, this is all well and good coming from me, but it's going to mean more coming from somebody who's in the same position as Pewdiepie. And therefore, yes, here's a famous YouTuber to give their take on the situation. Can I have an intro? What? No, but I want one. Fine.
When I see Pewdiepie on YouTube, I think he's a no, boys and girls, it's your boy Millbob and I'm back. I am a YouTube celebrity, so straight away, when I see other YouTube celebrities doing things where I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I always feel like I gotta come here and say something to you guys because I don't want you guys getting the wrong end of the stick, guys. Because guys, sometimes guys, people are idiots and people are morons and these guys have to be called out for being moronic guys. Now, the first thing I want to say to you is this: if you are a YouTube celebrity, if you are on YouTube, this amazing free video service, and you find success with it, you are massively privileged. You are. Now, that's not to say you don't work for it, and that's not to say you're not talented, but be able to make your wage, your living, be able to do this as your job is a privilege, and you should respect, understand that every single day. And if you don't, you're an idiot, you're a fool, you're a moron, you're an imbecile, you're a schmuck, you're a I can't say that word, but you're silly, you're really silly. Because in short, you are basically living a lot of people's dreams, and when you get yourself into that position, you should appreciate it and you should respect it. And you also got to understand that that comes with a certain amount of responsibility. You're basically like Spider-Man. What's that thing that Uncle Dave or whatever said? He goes, with great power becomes, you are responsible for stuff. And that's what it's like on YouTube. That's what you got to do. You're Spider-Man. Because what you got to remember about YouTube is this, it's still this brand new platform, right? It's brand new, which means a lot of kids are going to gravitate towards it. Because when I was a kid, I didn't have YouTube, so I didn't understand it. It's like now, I see some kids, they're checking Facebook all the time. It's because they grew up with Facebook, whereas I only check Facebook about once every 5 days. That's mostly because no one ever sends me messages. So when I go there, I don't have any notifications, and then I feel bad. But that's not the point. You've got to remember that kids, impressionable kids, are watching your videos, and therefore you shouldn't say this stuff. Otherwise, what are you teaching them? You're teaching them to do bad stuff. You may not want to be a role model, and you may not want to see yourself that way, but that's what you are. And the fact these videos are free, you've got to understand who your audience is, and you've got to cater for that audience, and you've got to be smart. Also, why using these words anyway? Let's say the BBC rings up Millbob, they're like, oh, Millbob, you're the best, you're the man, we watch you on YouTube, and everyone on the BBC is rocking and raving and smashing because we know you're the best, and I go on the BBC. Maybe, just maybe, I say the word f***. Now, that's only because in my personal life, sometimes I say f***. Like, you know, if I accidentally delete a video on YouTube, I'm like, oh no, f***. However, other words I don't say ever, because nobody would say those words ever. Some words just shouldn't be in your vocabulary, and if they are, why aren't you taking a look inside yourself and going, maybe there's something wrong with me. Also, those words aren't funny, you're not funny. And finally, just finally, the biggest point and the biggest thing I want to say about all of this is, what is wrong with your hair? Why do you have weird floppy hair that kind of changes with every video you do? Now, admittedly, Millbob wears a hat because maybe he has a hair problem. So yeah, that's it. And usually I'd be like, smash the like button and smash the subscribe button. You should do that, because on YouTube, that's what we do. We love YouTube, go do it, smash, 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 smash.
So there you go, and in summary, Pewdiepie, here's a quick list of rules you should obey when not only you're on YouTube, but when you're walking around in your reality too. Don't say offensive things or use words that you shouldn't even be thinking, let alone blurting out like some nerd who has no control over their semen when they're boinking for the first time, even though they're now 42 years old. And that's it. That's the only rule. You would have been better off getting naked and greasing yourself up and recording that for a video than what you did. And believe you me, Pewdiepie, nobody wants to see your butt naked ass. I mean, just imagine that. Imagine that video. That sounds like the worst video I would ever seen. And listen, I've seen Destiny too. So yeah, Pewds, grow the hell up. Otherwise I'll come round and I'll teach you what a squat is. But I won't be using a barbell, I'll be using your skinny ass. And given that you barely weigh more than a rabbit, you won't even be the equivalent of what my warm-up is. And that means I'm gonna hurl you around like some kind of jabroni. Also, cat ear headphones? Cat ear headphones, what are you? An old woman? You bring shame to the human race. And given that, yes, I am in charge of the human race, that means you bring shame to me. Now go and grow up, you chuffing buffoon. All these videos are supported by Patreon, so please click the link in the video in the description or go to patreon.com/SimonMiller316 to support. Like, share and subscribe, comment, and if you're here to try and defend Pewdiepie's actions, I got one word for you. You're an idiot. It was 3 words.